Alright, hey, hi, hello. How's it going, guys? My name is ZetaRayZod, and welcome back to more Beacon Pines. Now, before I begin, be sure to like, subscribe, and get the bell icon to stay up to date on all my latest videos. So, last we left off, a lot of revelations happened. Well, quite a few things happened, actually. I think we let Iggy go, didn't we? We let him go. Oh, wait. Yeah, we let him go. And then we went back to this timeline. And we chose to hum, and that made Gran drop the torch, but it turns out Gran is not Gran, because as we figured out in the library that Gran actually died a while back. So Gran is not Gran is actually our mom, but she got exposed, which is why she's a lot older now. And we went to confront Mr. Kerr, who turns out is not in charge. Turns out it is Sharper Valentine in the form of Solomon. Do you remember that small little dog dude? Yeah. I kind of figured it out before it happened, but you know, seeing it happen again, kind of nuts. But yeah, so as you can see, we've done a lot. I practically all done already. The only difference is this one, so I guess we have to go back here and do it. I took a deep breath and thought, well, time to bust out the tickles.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, want to see something cool? Yep. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yep. Yep. Yep.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Is she
Beck
laughing?
redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Anyway, what just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered I have somewhere to be. Uh-huh. See you around, you kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Oh, shit. Whoa. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Oh, no. Oh, damn. Is it bad? Depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God. You just
Chapter
cut it,
4.
right? It's hair.
The best policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her, but finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Okay, finding Rollo. Oh, wait. In this timeline, Rollo's missing. We never did find Rollo, did we? Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Oh, hey guys. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? Why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We're just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Yeah, you and I were just playing Wii Put yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse, and someone was there in a strange suit, and we hid in a dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us, and I think it was a body, and so we ran, but we got split up, and now I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend, we never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. It's too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around, I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sounds like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other options do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Who's your dad? Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Wait, the tree has a kid's Rollo shows up. Okay. Hey, bro.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. City boys' antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank, he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy. If there is something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
That was a... malice. No, shame.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Oh, maybe I should have said it. Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing. Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? First, we were just looking around, and someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end. Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Yeah, maybe I should have been not malice. Malice. There's a malice lurking behind
There was a
those eyes.
malice lurking behind those eyes, like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this all to be over. Of course, I'm sure it'll all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy to check for Rollo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of Nuncreed's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me if anything. Anything at all. No! Oh, who is that poochy little dude? Who's this little one? These festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it'd be a thing to behold. I agree, there's all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if you did a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It would be a shame if someone...
The two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
Who's the little dude next to Solomon? Sharper. Gee. Oh, hey guys. Identify yourself, please. Nellie Modeville. I work here now. I'm unable to locate you on our staff role. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Whoa! You could get a wrench to the noggin sneak up on a guy like that. Don't scare a man while he's junking, Sonny. Evening, Jeff. Is it kind of late to be junking? I might as well ask the same thing of you. Find anything good? Since Perennial Harvest moved in, even the junk is trash. You can learn anything about a person by looking at what they throw away. With this bunch, it's all shredded papers and coffee cups. Well, I better get going. I didn't see nothing if you didn't see nothing. See what? Exactly. There's a dude right outside looking at you, though. Okie dokie. Rollo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rollo! Rollo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag. He conceded to its lumpy embrace.
Oh
Once
no, it's a dream again.
Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket, a keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together." Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you." Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real?" Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. "Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me." Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you?" The doppelganger choked back tears. "I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone. Does that make sense?" Through his tears, Luca laughed. "I think so." His father pulled him in for an embrace. "Time to go, Buckaroo." Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
Are you in there? Who is it?
A commanding voice rumbled from below.
Who is
Just
it?
as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open. Chapter 5. Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back.
Is it
He
back?
heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight.
Oh, significant
Keeping
weight.
his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
That's Rollo! Stop right there, or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who are you?
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
It's Rollo. Stop now or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Uncle. Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it really is you, prove it. Flame a chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo, only bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. What? Where'd they take you? Dunno. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big. Look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Rollo, it wasn't just your hands. My feet, too? Dang, Pa just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection
He
in the
doesn't know.
balcony window.
What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo. Rollo, what did he do to you? Maybe drink some sort of green crud. Ew. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It kind of tasted like licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Whoa, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome. Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right. This all seems dangerous. Danger? Ha.
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Oh. Hey fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Yeah. Take cover. Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. I don't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry, you're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean our silly little mission control. I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I can hear a racket from a mile away. See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rollo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened. Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
anything you can say around me, you can say around Rollo. It's been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try to salvage my hair. So I dyed him some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Blue. Okay. Just need to play cool. I hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Come over here, let me have a look. Okay, honey. What in the world did you do to your hair? Just kind of felt like a change. It's gonna take forever to grow out. You were the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go to work. Tonight, her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck. He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. We're not gonna ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough to her to exile her daughter in this podunk town. This place sucks. People are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains, you'll get used to it. I can even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants and people? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving's hard, honey, but that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more...
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Night, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No? I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kinda like this look. Great, can we get back to the story now? This next part is the important bit. I have this radio upgraded my mom, and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on our new lead researcher of deep engineering? Nellie Millville seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. And do you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. I will make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good. You know how I feel about loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she has finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people to the fold. We are in the endgame build. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risks. Oh, of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she'll either leave the office completely committed to Perennial Harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay just for a bit. Oh? It's just we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline. And rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whoa. Yeah. Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like, actually killing someone. Capital murder.
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Shut up. Who is this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. Nah, as far as we know, Kerr is the top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana in the field. What the hell's my mom caught up in? She talked about the job much? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue to work if someone she respected. Look, could you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck, it seems that Nellie's predecessor got loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't you just come home from work after work? The creep on the radio said they were gonna hold her there until then. So she's not coming out. We gotta go in and get her.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this will help. You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome mat for my mom's PH orientation day. but it shows the layout. Sure looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area. There's a big room marked Founder's Office. It even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist. What a big adult man just going like that.
The heist.
The heist.
They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology.
Is Rollo not gonna tell everybody that he's okay?
Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for.
This is like Ocean's 13.
Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
Alright, quick recap. Rollo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her in fits, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial's my middle name. And how do you plan to explain your new...
He waved vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance? She'll be so happy I'm alive, she won't even notice.
Beck snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Alona would just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie's in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. At least meet with Jeff, Dan, Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed. Enlist the help of Jeff. Enlist the help of Iggy and Tish. Alright. But okay, I think now's a good time to leave this episode off here then. In the next episode, we'll enlist their help and we'll pull off the heist of the century. But for now, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, be sure to like, subscribe, and get the bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. As always, be safe, take care, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace!